do we got? We got us a team blue with Atha, man, and a Monster. 2 Paladins, Monster popping off every cooldown. I guess he's going to be going last. Unless he's messing around next. We got Illitrus here. Is it Illidanus? Yo, Illy. There's 2 guys named Illy in these groups. Interesting. You got Yawashi as an Assassination Rogue and Obliv, the Arcane Mage. Oh, hard to tell. It's a Stag, and I want to say... You're a Night Elf? Wait, Obliv, weren't you a Draenei the other day? I'm gonna guess you maybe Fire. It's hard to tell. We got ourselves M6, Jug. We got ourselves Junip, Ornash. And we got ourselves LOL. Gonna be going up first. Illy actually dumps your Illy right now. Where'd all the health go? Why are you trying to? Oh my god. You never have an anime fight with a Demon Hunter who has more health than you do. You never fly up and have an anime fight with a Demon Hunter who has more health than you. Unless Illy wasn't watching what LOL was doing at all. And everything happened like a flash before his eyes. Just like it did to me. But yeah, damn. Maybe it was, again, maybe he just wasn't watching what LOL was doing. LOL kind of flew up in the air. Then it's going to be a Fire Mage Obliv. Trying to get a Nova into LOL as he trinkets out of the poly. It's going to be a Greater Pyro. It's like, you're going to take my Greater Pyro and you're going to like it. Mally onto LOL does go for a Shadow Meld. So he actually dodges that, not the Maledict, but the Greater Pyro. Obliv, he still has got damage though, so LOL's actually taking quite a bit. It's going to be Mage coming down. LOL finally able to heal. I think he actually burned both of his Crucible Flames. I think he burned both of his flames to try to heal while Maledict was up and running. Obliv tried to scorch him down in that executable range, which is perfect. LOL tried to fly up in there. Does he really want to fight range battle with a Mage? I think the Mastery just might have you done and done. And we got a Pyro at the very end. Obliv did take quite a bit of damage in a Crossfire, but he's doing A-okay for the most part. He should be alright. Ornash is going to be up next, though. It's going to be a Fire versus Fire Mage battle. That's going to be quite tough. I think it's going to be Spell Steals. Whoever gets the Breath is going to have the opener. Ornash goes for a Breath, trying to Spell Steal all the buffs from Obliv. He's going to get himself a Temporal up and running. That's going to be a Breath for Obliv. Does get the interrupt on the Polymer. How does he even land that? The Breath just didn't last long enough. I guess it broke to the damage maybe. And Obliv is going to have to go for a double heal with Flame. It's going to be quite tough. As Ornash is going to be able to, well, he has exactly the same moveset as he does. Shimmers are available, Breath is available, so it's going to be a chess match between those two. Whoever gets their Cauterize out first, an Ice Block, I think for the most part loses. You can probably come back. It's kind of like rogues, like whoever vanishes or whoever blinds first. You can come back. You just got to play perfectly. But that Ring of Frost not connected. Obliv is able to punish Ornash for a second. Goes for a Breath. Doesn't really try to stop him afterwards. Does he have the Shimmer? Both of them shimmer down. The Greater Pyroblast is midair. Obliv did catch a bit of health back. Dumps of a Temporal up and running. And Ornash stole that Temporal, but Obliv still already got hit with a G-Pie. He got all that health back. Ornash now needs to recover a little bit. Try to go for food. Actually got himself 1 tick of food, which is huge. In the Mage versus Mage duel. Trinket available for Obliv in a few seconds. Ornash is going to go for a big Meteor. Ice Block coming out for Obliv, but that's also Combustion for Ornash. So Ornash went and played his hand with big bursts. Obliv did trade an Ice Block, which might be bad in the long run. Mally rolling onto Ornash. If Obliv has some damage right now, he could force an Ice Block out of Ornash early. That's going to be a Pyroblast just for that. Ornash trying to stay alive, waiting for the Mally to be over. That's going to Meteor on one side. Burning to that Meteor, trying to get himself a shield up and running. Does have a shield, keeping him alive for just a second. And Ornash is super low in health. Might have Cauterized Proccing here. Master is still burning. Cauterized Proccing. Does he Ice Block or not? He Ice Blocks. That's going to be quite a bit of dot damage for Obliv. Throwing in the Flame. That's getting more procs of Azeroths. I think Ornash might be done here. And that's going to be it. Obliv played the Ice Block a little early, but he played it to his favor. Missing the Breath on a Junip though, which is unfortunate. That's going to be Reflect available, and Obliv actually getting a bit of healing from the Polymorph for a second. Try to see if he can get maybe a ring of... What the? What? Okay. Whoa. Okay, Junip. Well, I mean, Iwashi, I think he accidentally hit him. I don't know if he meant to. Iwashi is kind of confused. He's like, what's he happened? That's going to be big damage on Junip. No! Reflect available. Goes in for a fear onto Obliv. Trying to see if he can survive the guy. Reflect available for Junip to follow. That's going to be a Nova on to Junip. Does still play the tank Trinket. I don't really know if he wants to play that in PvP anymore. Because that, especially those other PvP trinkets, they're just so much weaker now. Junip does still get himself a bit of healing either way. The trinket not really helping. I mean, probably helping him a little bit, right? And that's actually going to be Obliv super low on health. Does get a reflect on the polymorph himself. That's going to be a poly back into Junip as no more interrupts are available. Obliv super low on health. Try to see if he lands a greater pyro. Hopefully Junip doesn't go behind the pillar for that. It actually looks like he did actually pass wild as a sheep behind the pillar at the last second. Landing a stun onto Obliv, and that's going to be a Nova to follow as Obliv trying to see if he can escape the clutches of a warrior for just a second. And again, still going to be that, reflect available for Junip. That's going to be Maledict reflecting, I think, in a full, no, not in full capacity, just for that one tick. Back into Obliv, trapping Junip in a block of ice, leaping out of there, not even bothered by it. That's going to be the Cauterize coming out for Obliv, trying to get him some shields to deal with our Cauterize, trying to maintain as much of his own health as possible. It looks like the Cauterize actually did give him a bit of a reset with health. If he gets 86 a foot here, he'll be in a good spot as Junip got himself on a Strider, rushing in there. And Obliv is looking quite healthy. He only had half his health to get through him. But he's doing just fine. Maybe reflect available here. No reflect available. And Obliv finally able to get himself a proper greater pyro off of a polymer. Junip stunning Obliv immediately, getting the heal as soon as the greater pyro connects. And we hit that 7-minute mark, boys. Oh, 6-minute mark. Hitting that 6-minute mark, dampening from here is just going to start ramping and ramping. So the healing is going to be a little bit harder to get. Junip playing quite a heal-heavy build. It's going to be harder for him to keep up with Obliv, as he doesn't really need a lot of heals. He got a big combustion, huge damage, massive crits onto Junip. He's going to use a Gnomish Rachel to try to break out of a root. Stun onto Obliv, preventing the damage from Obliv for a second. Has reflect available for just a second. Used to catch up on health. Maybe a charge heal available. Does he have one right now? He does not. He's actually strapped. Actually got himself a charge at the very last second. Needs that execute onto Obliv right now. Trying to get a Ring of Frost up and running. Trapping Junip maybe. Does he have the leap again? He does have a leap. Does he have the charge? Obliv barely any health. Junip also barely any health. It can be anyone's game. Junip does have a massive heal. He's using Rage Regen. Does not use Enrage Regeneration, even just to create a buffer of defensiveness. And M6 is going to be up next. Obliv going to be able to blink out of that stun. Ice block back up and available. And M6 is ready, man. You watch Junip play. He probably has the same setup. Maybe double charge instead of a stun. But that's going to be a polymer of trinkets out of it into a blaze storm, trying to prevent himself from being able to hit in a poly. And maybe that might have been a pummel. Getting a polymorph onto Obliv. That's going to be a temporal up for the Mage. Finally landing at half a polymorph. Maligan thrown at M6 just so he can continue getting some sort of pressure onto the Fury Warrior. Not gonna let him heal, but that's gonna be some big bursts available for M6 since he's popping in Recklessness. And Obliv's still able to kite him as best as humanly possible. The roots, the polys, the breaths are perfect, and he's able to manage his health quite well. And might force M6 around the corner. If anything, M6 cannot charge at Obliv, but he might be able to use a throw weapon to at least interrupt his eats. And he has to, because Obliv caught himself quite a bit of health. He snuck in 2 massive heals against warriors now. Twice that has happened. And he's able to zone M6 out with a Meteor for a moment. Might be a perfect opportunity for Obliv to go for some damage right here. He got himself so much survivability. He's playing normal Blinks, right? He's not playing Shimmer. Because he has the shield up so often. And M6 actually bailing out of there for a second. Does he have Mage Food? He probably does, right? So now Obliv is going to have to be the one to charge in. Does M6 get himself a heal at all as Obliv is right in the room? It doesn't look like he got a lot of heals. Big combustion available. Obliv does use breath while Reflect is up and running. Big heal for M6 right now. Can Obliv disengage from him? Or can it just burn through all that self-healing? Combustion is going to be down for the count. Does get a root into a Ring of Frost, and M6 is going to try to Blaze Storm through Ring of Frost, immuning NDCC from there. Standing a Meteor, probably not a good idea. Needs to get himself a charge heal in order to keep up. Breath missed by Obliv, does get a blink past that. Reflect is up, but M6 is burned down and dots either way. Oh my goodness, hold on, boys. Sorry, had to squash a bug on the wall. Sorry. It's summer. Bugs again inside the house. I had to squash this one. But there it is. Not in my house. Jug gonna get hit with a polymorph. That's really gonna bail out of there, dude. And that's gonna be AMS pretty early, but Jug with a Wraithwalk. for a Frost DK, or really any DK, I guess it works out because all DKs are quite slow. It's kind of good ability, but Jug is super low health. Mallet rolling up in Obliv. Oh my god, he even sent a bike at the... Oh my goodness, Jug came in, but I don't know if it was ready. And there it goes, boys. There it goes. The bug was a little better than me. Boys! I squashed a bug in a wall, but you guys just saw that DK get melted. I'm surprised the chat isn't pogging over the fucking DK getting melted and how well Obliv just played. Are you kidding me? Well, okay, Obliv and Ornash, right? Two mages. I get you guys confused. I'm bad with names, but it was Obliv, right? It was Obliv because he's top damage here. Look at the damage he does, man. Pyroblast, Fire Blast, he ignites, but so much lethal strikes. There's so much procs from a mastery, dude. An Obsidian Claw and Gladiator Malady, two good Anya trinkets while playing Concentrated Flame. They played that really, really well.